Hey everybody, how's it going? Jankred84 here for another day. Sorry for the late start. I had a lunch appointment that went much longer than I expected it to, and that set me behind. But I'm here now. I'm here. Glad to be here as always. We're continuing the Outer Worlds 2, slogging through it. According to the achievements, we're about a third of the way done with the game, but that's not necessarily a good marker for like campaign progress. Um, Things were in a really dull place where we left them last time, and I was hoping to get some time overnight to advance. Excuse me, to advance that plot some, but I wasn't able to do that. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to continue advancing the plot for our narrative and hoping to get back into some more action. If this keeps up for a second day of just like all, drudgery and dialogue, I'll make sure to move us over to something else next week. Speaking of
Look, I'm
next week, or actually
accessorizing.
speaking of,
I learned it from watching you
is
loot
that as loud
everything
as
that
I
wasn't
think it
welded in
is?
place.
You can't hear me over that, can you? Let me get my desktop audio adjusted. Apologize for this. I want to get that a little bit under, so I'm peaking about here. I'm going to want to put my game sound peaking about there. We'll do that. Could just be my headset where it's so loud, but I have my monitors up so I can see it there as well. This weekend, I'm going to try and work on figuring out how to do dual feed, like simultaneous feeds, because I do be playing mobile games on my phone passively as I am also playing the game. So we're on Auntie Cleo's big floating monument to consumerism. Um, it's the coolest looking place we've been in so far, for sure. It's the biggest, it's the busiest. Um, And it definitely has more life than any other place we've been to in this game. I believe I've already dealt with all the vendors and all that stuff. Let me see what we're pushing on the journal real quick. A complication of the computronic cerebrum. Yeah, we're here to talk to Auntie's Choice. We also have... Let's do now hiring, because there's somebody we're supposed to be reporting to. That's who I'm looking for. Samples, Purpleberry Crunch. Protesters out front.
My bits are on. You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Let's consume lunch sometime. You bet, pal. Hey, we finally found the good vendors here, didn't we? Can we talk? Okay. I'm trying not to accidentally steal anything with kleptomania.
Let's fix that for you.
Oh, I have munitions, but let's see what you got.
I got your locks, I got your stocks. I've even got both your beautifully smoking barrels.
Ooh, I love that pitch. That's a strong pitch. So, I'm gonna grab... Geez, I don't know if I even want that. Ammo costs. Doesn't seem like... I said this is a good vendor, but it seems like this pop-up gun might be the only thing we have here, and it's kind of a gag weapon. Fires aggressive advertising drones to capture your target market, goading them. Automatically reloads whenever an ad drone dies, but manually reloading causes the ads to be explosively closed. That sounds cute. We'll buy it. We're broke now. We weren't broke before, but we sure as hell are now. Probably got a few things that we can earmark to sell, don't we? No, we've done that recently, and I haven't gone through the ship to go through all that armor and whatnot. Speaking of, look at you handsome devil with your big, beautiful chops.
Ready to make a purchase? I've got armor in
Good
all
stuff,
shapes and sizes and for all occasions. Though I'm guessing you get shot at more than occasionally.
More than occasionally. That would be a stout guess. Berserker's Bucket. I immediately love the base health and the ammo hoarder. And immediately, do I have the money? I can just barely afford it. It would wipe me out. But I feel like that's worth wiping myself out over. That's a really, really nice helmet. So, gonna grab that. Oop, accidentally stole something. Thank you, Kleptomania. Don't know what that was. I'm kind of waiting on the pop-ups to all go through. There's the Berserker's Bucket we bought, and Juggernaut Helmet. We stole a Juggernaut Helmet. And somehow it didn't get noticed that we did that. We're going to go with mods, the helmet, and that Berserker's Bucket. And I'm going to throw... What am I going to throw on there? The automated ATP injectors are pretty good. I do like the reflective amplification. A lot of good stuff, but weak spot attacks on automechs. I'm going to do the rejuvenation converter. I've wanted to try this for a while and see how it works. So we'll do that. We're not going to look quite as snazzy as we did with our previous helmet, but I do want to try this one. Oh yeah, look at that. That doesn't match at all. We look terrible. Anybody else? Any other rando vendors? Any other NPC shenanigans we can get into? I don't know if you really know how wrong you are about that. Y'all lose more money on me than you make. I promise you that much. I'm not even going to steal your Purpleberry Punch because it's pathetic that that's all you have. How judgy. Sealed. Oh, right. We got to wait on the train to get here if we want to take the tram. But we're trying to go that way. So let's run up and in. What up, Gertie?
I see you decided to accept my invitation.
Sure did.
Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor.
Damn
You're
right.
an honored guest, and as such, I've informed them there's no need.
Pleasure to meet you, Gertie.
I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I
Yeah.
felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two.
Is there any possibility of the negotiation resuming? How did you learn that I was the one who saved you? You're delusional to think a truce was ever possible. Any possibility of negotiations
In fact,
resuming?
that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some
That's what we
messages
need.
have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur.
Good stuff.
Perhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk.
I don't know why I would care how they learned I was the one who saved them, given that it's known to several people, and also who cares how she found out, you know? Let's say I'm intrigued.
To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. Fortunately, it seems you're already on your way in that respect.
I'm doing all
Do
right.
whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations.
All right, that's it. Doesn't seem terribly difficult. Or let's say I help. What do I get out of this? I want to help altruistically. So
You're confident,
that's what we're going to go
a
with.
fine quality at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but
Oh,
worry about that step upon
God.
reaching it.
We're terrible at that. Sounds good. Count me in.
As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order,
Yeah.
approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations.
Okay, cool. I had some questions before we go. I'm interested in hearing more about Gertie. I'm not. The ship is enormous. Anywhere you'd recommend in particular? I don't care. Can you tell me what Auntie Cleo's like? Do you like working under her? I'm just gonna go with the middle one and see if maybe she gives me a voucher or fucking parking
If price matters,
validation
there's
or
the
something.
bottom runger. Digital watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste,
Damn.
the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche.
You
You'll
think?
find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade.
Whatever you say. I don't even drink. I think it'd be cool if somebody named a drink after me. I don't know what would go in a jank rat, or a flaming jank rat, or an exploding jank rat, but I bet it wouldn't be all that tasty. It'd probably be pretty volatile. We're good. We're good. That's all. Thank you.
Attention, morally gray outsider.
Yeah.
The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice.
I already technically work for you, kind of, as a contractor.
Or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice, esteemed, invaluable, disposable agent program. As in either,
That's a mouthful.
your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer.
Yeah, so it's a
Others
rep
help
grind.
Explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism,
Oh.
we might even live to see the results.
I'll just say I'm excited to get
Please
started.
Don't interrupt, or I'll lose my place. So,
My bad.
Daring Rapscallion, you are making a choice to grab destiny and make it your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, if you'll just exit to your
Cheers.
left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And
2 of
remember,
your top
Auntie's
29.
Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated
Bread.
water tablets.
B-R-E-D,
in one
bread.
convenient package for an additional price.
very important to note that it is B-R-E-D, bread, not B-R-E-A-D. That is not an unintentional mistake. So we can go to the value-added Esplanade from here, but that's it. I don't see anything to steal. That's sealed.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration.
Oh,
It's
pleased,
not
I'm
every
sure.
day we have such a
Yes.
capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim.
Oh,
Well, it
indeed.
was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here. I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Indubitably, old
Yes, we've
chap.
all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Why are you dressed like
It is our
leprechauns?
pleasure to meet you.
It's the
and
only question I
am
want an
beyond
answer
tickled
to.
to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
All right, so what do you need?
We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
That's a
More
mouthful. Say that
succinctly,
5 times
we
fast.
are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Daring, non-conforming, lacking in social programming. That's definitely me. We're gonna go with our background.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely not regret.
Says
Your
you,
first
huh?
assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
Uh-huh.
If I understand correctly, they're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things.
They have a strike.
It's strange.
It's
They've
a
stopped
new one on
working.
them.
The workers there simply stopped.
Are they hibernating or in stasis or something? Or why not the science
They
option?
expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
How dare they?
Specifically, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
They're striking. You're talking about a workers'
Striking?
strike.
You're saying they're about to turn violent?
No.
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike?
No.
Us?
It's just an old Earth term. It means they're stopping work to force you to negotiate.
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs. After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
Let's suggest that you negotiate, see if you can find a middle ground. I know they're not going to like that.
Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability.
Fine. I'm good with that.
Wonderful. You'll go to
Good
Praetor,
enough.
meet the plant's overseer.
It's a step in the
and
right
mediate
direction
an
for these
end
folks.
To this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely
Deal.
impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
I gotta remember to bring Inez, because I'm sure she could help. Can I pickpocket these two? I can sure try. I'm gonna save, just in case I need to save scum, because I don't want to lose face with these people. Oh, that's a lot of bits. And our other VP has... Oh, shit! Try again. I stepped too far forward. I was in her fellow VP's periphery on that one. That's why we got made. This might be tricky. Alright, everything's still in the same place. She isn't looking at us. And we just need to get a better angle on her when we go try and steal from her. Can we do it? Try and... Oh, see, now we're detected. Hang on. What if we get, like... Put the lamp right in the way. Oh, oh. See, when he glances around a little bit and we get detected. I'm looking for that perfect moment where he happens to gaze over here and ruin us. I'm not seeing it, so... Ooh. I'll gladly take those. Spoon Boom Ultra. That sounds good. Is it, though? Yeah, 475 health healed instantly and 475 over 5 seconds. 51 toxicity. So we're going to replace... Yep, we're going to replace the top one. So we'll have a pair of Adreno Spoon Boom Ultra Premiums equipped. That's going to be max toxicity every time we use it, unless we're getting toxicity reduction, which we do. If we don't have it through a talent, we can get it, or a perk, I mean. So I'll look for that on the next level up and see if that's something that we want to do, if it's available. Do I have anything I want to do here before we leave? That's one thing I'm working on, but I don't think there's anything to do here, is there? I guess there is. Weren't we just talking to them? I don't think any of these two are going to have anything additional to say. Let's see.
Well, hello again. I hadn't expected to see you so soon without the job done. What can I do for you?
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
I should go.
Let's keep you.
Yeah. So that marker's useless to us. It's just, you know, there to remind us that they're who we're dealing with. But until we actually do their quest, we can't do anything about that. We have deliver recovered data to the Order. We need to go to Cloister for that. So we'll start there. We'll start back on Cloister. I wanted to double check and make sure we actually, like, finished that map completely and felt we were fully done exploring it. Because I think there were some things left to do. Usually there's a couple of overarching side quests that have to be done, and per like planet or region or whatever, per map. The quest log, I don't think you can organize it by location, unfortunately. Oh no, you can. Good. There, that's what we've got on Cloister. Auntie's Choice. We gotta go break the strike. We had to do this here, didn't we? 127 meters that away. We might have to take an elevator to get down there. I'm not sure. Huh, this is sealed. And I don't think there's an elevator in here, is there? There is. Let's see if it will actually take us anywhere else. There it is. Creature cargo access card. Good stuff. Glad we didn't leave without that, and glad it was for once we stumbled in the right direction. Nothing worse than getting lost in a video game and just stumbling around feeling stupid. Oh. Looks like we are definitely not bringing these things back in alive. Hey, they didn't say there was mantisaurs in here too. They don't seem very tame to me. Job's done, though. Grab the loot and get out of here. It's not the best result, but it's not like we could negotiate with the Raptidons and the Mantisaurs either, so... Unfortunately, that's somebody else's problem to clean up. Well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for whoever has to clean it up. No, doesn't actually open. And this is blocked off. Because reasons. So there's nowhere else to go in here, looks like. Yeah. Just that little, sort of a demi-lore cave. Another vignette, really. We can go back to the Esplanade. Esplanade. We'll go with Esplanade. Clank. Clank. No clank. Zero detection that we're striking an object there. That's a weird thing to be lacking. Wonder if everything is like that, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got, you know, a deflection ping there, but no feedback from it. What's it got us back on now before we take off? Oh, okay, we got it. That's all the way back there at the beginning. It is on our way out. Oh, yes, it's here. Nothing worse than having to wait for a fucking tram in a video game. Back deck steerage brought to you by Stogie Slims. Oh, right. I forgot those people wanted to talk to us. There's some malcontents here that are plotting, I think, an overthrow of Auntie's Choice that we're going to go talk to.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Oh my god. Are we serious?
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice?
Where are we going? Good lord. How big is this ship? This is too much extra ship. We don't need to see this. Not at this speed, especially. There's nothing here. It's just empty space. Yes, the ship is very big. We get it. I'm so complainy today. Apparently today is going to be my day for whining. We're all the way at the back. They really meant steerage. That door was sealed that we just saw.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Yeah, of course it is around here. Nothing due here. Who are you?
You look unfortified. Getting enough
I'll have you know my panhandling license is
What?
completely up to date.
You doing okay?
Ever read the
Good
new
lord.
manager handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
I'll take your word for it.
Why, looky
Here they are.
I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or were you moved by our plight?
The note was light on details. What's the predicament?
When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all
This-
of the blame.
This is
Catch
Dr.
hell coming and
Venture
going, with nary a promotion or raise
from the
in
Venture
sight.
Brothers.
Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself.
The
to
voice
collect
actor,
useful
I mean.
information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder.
Tell me the details.
First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite.
Right.
Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody and smiling too?
Head
Why
back here
does
when
that
we're
matter to
done with
you?
them two.
Who's the third person of interest? And why would a janitor have an armed escort? That's clearly what they want to know. You mentioned 3 persons of interest. Who's the
target
third?
We'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else?
If you want that recipe just to get drunk back here, I want in. No, I'm good. I'm good. We don't need the joke
Wonderful,
answers for any reason.
wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts.
Sure you can't.
See everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
Ah, good luck with that. What's up, Climber?
Have a profitable day.
You too, champ. Y'all got anything I can steal? I don't see anything. Nothing. No loot. We're not going to try and pickpocket because everybody's looking at everybody. We came all the way the hell down here just for that conversation. You could have just sent that with your messenger. What? What? Why? Now we got to go back. You're out of your mind. Okay. Yeah, 800 plus meters away, almost a kilometer. This ship is a kilometer long.
Purchase and consume with Auntie's choice.
Why? Why? Why is this ship a kilometer long? Why am I riding a tram for 400 plus meters across this? Nothing. Nothing to see. Guys, this is almost emblematic.
Base rank and file. The big rift cut off Tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy
This is
substitute.
wild.
Certainly a more profitable program.
I mean, I recognize that there are multiple stops and everything, but couldn't it go faster?
They call it
I can see that there are rendering issues even at this speed, and I'm assuming that's the reason that it's so slow. Do we have the wrong... I keep hitting the wrong menu there. Okay, that was back out front. This is the one we're working on now, and that one was back at the prior stop. Or can we just run there? No, we can run. It's over here. Cool. Let's go figure out what's up with this janitor first. Janitor with an armed... Bob.
Hey! Didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
Converserate.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Okay.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times.
The first testy? Like the first testicle?
Oh,
Honored
that.
guest, huh?
Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of fellow... Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely.
I don't know about that logic. You began to call Auntie a different name there.
She don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There. Maybe that'll do it.
Good luck.
Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. She saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone.
Well, how about grabbing a brew then?
Wait, really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there to the bottom runger to talk.
Right.
Stay put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and our lives depended on it.
Meet you there, champ. We gotta talk to them anyway. That is convenient. Let's have our conversation with this fella first.
Get you something?
Looking for the proprietor.
He stepped away to his office.
Got it. Open the vendor. Yeah, they just got booze. Okay, we'll wait on our new friend to show up. Where you at, new friend? He's coming. He's just slow as hell. That's not him. he already standing there and I just missed him? Oh, God. Right. Other direction. He walked around that way. All right. Let's talk, champ.
So, how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate?
It usually starts with small talk. People talk about work or their day. Nothing important.
Wow.
We're going to make a friend.
Right?
A real friend.
I'm pretty good at that, I guess. Not sure I ever talked about anything important my whole life, though. This seat looks really comfortable. Oh, I'll stand. Honestly, it's a real pleasure to be here. Me in an actual saloon with someone to talk to. I mean, so you want to start?
Been here long? Where are you from?
A few years, maybe. Hail from Argos originally. Auntie and I both do. Kind of far from here, I think.
This is good intel on Auntie.
Mining, a garbage pile, sprats, slums, more mining, the works.
I think people who come from nothing appreciate what they have more. Yeah, I'm going to go with that because fuck, that sounds terrible. That doesn't seem like a good way to shape the conversation. It sounds like a place worth drinking to forget.
I always thought that, but just not out loud like that. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning this place, I find a bit or a timepiece or a half-eaten Sprat crisp bag. I turn them in just in case someone's looking for them, which earns me some weird looks. But I figure that's not trash to somebody who needs it. Way I came up, those are treasures.
How'd you end up with an armed escort?
First part I'm iffy on. Auntie's choice all got sent to a mining place. People hated it, but seemed no worse than where we came from to me. Then everyone started fighting.
That's a...
Next thing I knew, Auntie was in charge.
That's a really short description of a huge war.
I'm not sure how I got to come along. Maybe Auntie had it sorted, being in charge and all. Eventually, I asked for something to do. I got a note, said pick any job on the ship. I chose this one. Folks back there said they had to guard me.
I'll say
Short version.
Auntie must think highly of your abilities to offer you so many job options.
I just thought it was because we've been friends for ever now. We look out for each other, you know. From afar.
How is that?
Reckon that's an ample amount of small talk, huh? What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe?
I'm not going to ask about the name because I know he's not going to tell me. I'm just going to ask what she was like back then.
Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's Chaw. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation. Not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely.
So she regretted leaving you behind. Again, we'll say that.
You think? I'd sure like to think so. Not that I'd want her to feel bad or sad or nothing.
I guess we'll ask what's the earliest memory with Auntie.
We were, what do you call them? Bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now.
I can clearly see you know a lot about young Auntie.
Oh, you bet. That musical they made about her? Well, them songs were catchy as hell, but it sure left a lot out.
Like what?
You got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
You ate food once? Is that? Is that so? Recall anything else about her? I don't know. Even greater import?
Marisol getting
She
impatient.
lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity.
There it
I was
is.
her best test subject. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
This poor guy.
Your own share of prostheses. Those from the garbage pile on Argos or testing on Numa?
Lost an arm back when we learned that antacid wasn't safe for skin. One
God.
foot was testing a raptidon repellent where, I guess they were more just indifferent. I lose track.
Law.
So how's your relationship with Auntie these days?
Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But,
What a weird relationship.
We were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe.
That's a form letter, yeah. Not many of Auntie Cleo's employees can say they got a letter straight from Auntie Cleo. Sure.
You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy.
How did Auntie become Auntie?
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what. But that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though.
That's probably not as heartless and bloodthirsty as it sounds, maybe said in jest. Reckon she stepped on you a few times, didn't she? Ah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll go with the top one.
Think? I mean, admit I sometimes don't get, jokings or inference. Maybe you're right. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? In your chest? Like that, I guess.
This poor bastard.
I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all.
Either way, the conversation is obviously ending here, so I guess we'll just say we had a really nice time and tell him to take care.
Yeah, you as well. Me as well.
Well, that was a cute little way to divulge some
get
lore.
Back to work. Important job and all. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile on Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good even.
Glad we could help. You poor sad man. All prosthetic limbs, all 4 limbs. Alright, are you back here? Is this the office? That is a storage room and that is a bathroom. Neither of those is the office. Do we still... God, not that menu. So yeah, we do have it still marked. Oh, we have people in multiple places here. Who am I supposed to talk to? Alright, I asked him and they said they're off. They're at their office. Is that in here? Oh shit.
Just want to say I'm a big fan of your work.
Time is bits. Bits is time.
You're here from Melquiades Alcantara. Afraid you're a mite bit late.
I'm gonna take his clothes if you don't mind. You don't mind.
Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate Malfeasance. Did you know the deceased?
Nope, I just stopped by to ask about their secret recipe. I was just walking by. I don't need to tell you nothing. Yeah, that didn't sound suspicious. This isn't where you order a Raptidon bite? Sorry, wrong place.
Nice try. That was almost fleetingly convincing. Were you aware if you had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour?
Don't all successful businesses have rivals? Aren't all employees disgruntled? Don't all deals eventually sour? I don't know about the middle one, but we're going to go with this one.
Are you asking the questions now? Thought this worked the other way.
I'm working for a group of middle managers to help them climb the corporate ladder.
Just like on that show, Corporate Fixers for Hire. You're just like Rico Sockdolager.
Sockdolager?
Who does that make me? If you're after the recipe,
I don't know.
you probably want to ask around at the bottom runger. Someone there might know who'd kill Melquiades for it.
Can I go? Am I free to leave?
You're clear to saunter freely. Don't forget, Auntie's Choice Zero G whiskey gets you into orbit.
I don't want to steal anything directly in front of law enforcement here. And yeah, that would definitely be stealing if I walked up to that. Wait, can I? Like... Shit.
Caught in the act. Like an amateur.
Yep. Yep.
Or I'll shoot.
Yep. Take it.
You're wanted for
everything seems
Sorry.
to be in.
My bad. That kleptomania flaw. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna save before I try and pick his pocket. Just a few bits. He is not as wealthy as some of the other ship employees, is he? Cool. Let's ask about the secret recipe here.
Who's back? You.
Your boss is dead. Have any enemies you know of?
I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen
Okay.
on our success. Melquiades said she's meaner than a bag of Raptidons. I'll miss his wit.
Wit, huh? All right. You never met her. That's not gonna help. I should go then. Bye.
More's the pity.
Back at you. So we're going back over here-ish. Who am I talking to? Not the samples person, that's for sure. None of these people.
Can't tell if you're a fixer.
I know where it said the best choice, so I don't know why it would be outside. Must be upstairs. Oh,
I
hi.
help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes.
Easy,
Please go
champ.
tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
I'm not a delivery person, I'm a guest.
Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that?
Hey.
Sisty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now.
What do you want me to wear?
Me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
You're just unbelievably foul, aren't you? And what would it take to increase my
Significant
importance?
Contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
Don't know about you, Commander, but I don't take kindly to extortion. Let's find another way inside. A cheaper one.
Significant sounds too rich for my bed cartridge. How about something more reasonable?
Very well. We can settle for only a minor contribution to my retirement fund.
We don't have enough. We'll just say it's preposterous, and that's an insane amount to get you into a bar.
That's because it's not just any bar. It's the best choice.
Uh-huh.
And lining my pockets so you can mingle with high society is absolutely worth the cost.
Ugh. All right. Oh, we got a vent. Good. Thank you for pointing that out. I wasn't even going to look for a way to sneak in. For once, the NPC chiming in to handhold a little was actually a useful handhold. Good job. Niles got our back. Hello. What you wearing? Not much. Everybody's wearing bondage outfits in here, huh?
This one.
I'm gonna need one of them bondage outfits so I fit in. Let me see what you got. No clothes. But they got a cocktail that I want to buy just because. How much is it? 145. Sold. I'm a little disappointed that she doesn't have any of those sweet clothes for sale. What's up, Milver Street?
Yes, what is it? I'm very busy and I can't spare the time for... Wait a minute.
Yeah.
My old compatriot from Paradise Island. What a pleasure it is to see you again.
What'd it do?
Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all of Auntie's Choice.
Ooh la la.
Thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it.
Ugh. Figured you'd be sufficiently enterprising.
But of course. Me, Auntie's Choice will be able to sway the attitudes of whoever we please. No more petty independent will stifling the free market.
That didn't sound good.
Me, many people to see, meetings to attend, bits to make. If only I could refresh my soup.
Yo, didn't you say you'd hook us up once you got upgraded from our help?
Merely kidding. I would never misuse this wondrous technique. Not until it's perfected.
Oh, you scummy piece of shit. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Not in this crowded ass bar. We don't got a key card. We ain't getting in there. Don't want to accidentally steal anything, so I'm staying away from the bar and just trying to keep a low profile.
What are
Vallow.
you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar?
Damn.
Someone will be fired over this. Then, Once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you
Somebody
think
likes
you're
her
seeing
job
here,
too
but-
much.
But ignore all this.
Those look like the secret recipe ingredients. Seems like I caught you red-handed. Just preparing a toast to a dead man, using their proprietary recipe.
Yes, I am. Not sure I appreciate your insinuating tone there. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melchiges Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured this recipe from him before his unfortunate passing.
Oh,
before
shit.
You asked,
We have to...
Yes, I have receipts for everything.
We have to take the lying, and it's not going to go well. It never does.
As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. Please. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons will well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray.
Look, you're not cut out for subterfuge, clearly.
Think you're wearing down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Yeah, maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow.
And we need money for this, too. Shit. We spent too much and we're broke. I don't have enough to make it worth your while.
I suppose. Or time
All right.
the way you
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Cool. So there's nothing for us in here, really.
Wait.
Hi.
How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper mid-upper retail association.
Do your worst. God, let's get out of here. Not that menu. We'll go try and break the strike, hopefully in an agreeable manner. I don't want to murder a bunch of striking workers just because they want better shit. Or, you know, proper wages or appropriate treatment or whatever it is that they want. Any number of perfectly reasonable things that probably don't warrant getting killed over. Client intake. And we got to talk to that Raptidon handler on the way out.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
God, these trams are so slow. You can't even jump impatiently. You're bolted to the ground. Just stare at the floor and spin in circles while the tram goes nowhere. I'd take a cutscene or a loading screen over that. Maybe that might have been what it's disguising. It might be a hidden loading screen. That's definitely something that happens. This isn't our guy. Where is that fella? He's over here. You! I dealt with your problem.
Them wraps all taken care of yet?
Good news, yes. Bad news, the creature combat conditioning deck is kind of a mess.
All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility.
Me either.
I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. All right, all right. I never mentioned a number before, but here's your fee with some extra.
Appreciate it. What was it? How much did we get? Not enough to go bribe anybody. And Val squirreled away 60% of it, 65% of it anyway. She takes 2/3 of everything that we make and puts it away for level 30. Because of one of the many flaws that we have stacked against us at this point in the game. Well, interesting little quest hub. Lots of lore, but relatively no combat. Very slow-paced area, that's for sure. Let's get moving.
Commander, over here.
Oh, what? Inez?
Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind, and the others got no choice but to keep moving.
Okay.
He's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now. There must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me?
You seem nervous,
Suppose
Trooper.
I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it.
Won't know for sure until you watch, shall
True.
we?
Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Yeah, where? How? Where am I queuing this up at the helm? That's a negative. Somewhere down here, then. Oh. Insert cartridge.
It's Ortiz.
He's got a freak arm, too.
Look,
and a baby arm.
Not long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong.
No shit.
When I got to the lab, something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead.
Damn.
Oh, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good.
Where are you now?
Whatever you're doing is stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander,
Okay.
I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. And
Yep.
it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me?
Yeah, I know how important Ortiz is to you. He deserves justice. Well, this is the first we're hearing of him. Let's ask if Inez is okay.
I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over, but I can't. All I can think to do now is get moving.
Okay, I'll help however I can. What's our next step?
Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister.
We're
keep
headed
our
there
lips
anyway,
lit.
right?
We ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Okay. So we have a lot to do on Cloister. We'll probably start there, I think. Or, well, we have the Auntie's Choice. That's actually on Praetor, and that's kind of a one-off there. So we have that to do. Was that back on... That was back on Auntie's freighter, or frigate or whatever. No, right, but we couldn't do that because we didn't have any money for our bribe. So we're gonna head to Praetor, wrap up our mission there, which is just to deal with the strike. Shouldn't be too dangerous, right? What could go wrong? So much could go wrong. And we're leaving Niles and bringing Inez. I probably have some upgrades I need to do for Inez at some point, which I guess we can do after we wrap this, because we'll probably get her kit upgrade from doing this mission. I think we've already cleared this area, but it might be repopulated with new enemies now that we have a new reason to be here. Not sure. Okay, there is a lot of people. Oh, right. This was the strike. That's right. That's right. Oh, I don't want to kill all these people.
Right, folks. Keep the chanting going.
Is it you?
If you're
Yeah.
here to pick it, we'd love to have you join our movement. Otherwise, I've got more important things to deal with.
Well, you might want to deal with me. I'm here to help end the strike.
Well, that's great news. We'd love for someone to bring that sniveling sprat dunk to the table to negotiate. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs.
Well, no shit. Well, I've been sent to help, so I'm gonna head inside and try and get this resolved. What if I said I'm here to forcibly ensure you see things the Overseer's way? Well, we'll go with the top
I ain't
one.
sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
Yeah. I think we already found a way in before, didn't we? Last time we were here. Oh, it's definitely not up there. Where would it? Oh, right. It was down here.
Less like an overt labor negotiation, and more like a covert assassination operation. Of course, I'm fine with either, dear.
And as always, has that speech bubble, but we pretty sure we've explored all of our conversation options with them so far. There's not really anything we can do to resolve that any faster. Examine the machine. We can't do anything because we're not brawny or resilient, but we can pick this lock and open this door. Ooh. Nanoconductive deluxe corporate drone armor with shock dispersers and cost-cutting materials. I'm not a big fan of the cost-cutting materials on anything, but that still looked pretty nice. That's a decent pre-modded rifle there. That's cool. Got a little booze to steal. Let's go talk. Negotiate a little bit. Oh, we got another room to loot before we do that. And maybe some information that might help us. Let's check through the messages. That's so much. What do you mean they stopped working? I was confused and alarmed to receive your message. What do you mean they stopped working? Have they been injured? Has the plant lost power? Blah, blah, blah. It's been a full week. Get this uprising sorted. Enough of your ineptitude. We're sending a specialist, and that means us. Yep. Okay, so we're going to check the Overseer's logs. I've lost my connection. My guy in habitually honest appropriations has apparently conked it. That selfish bastard probably didn't give two thoughts for the terrible position that leaves me in. Somehow I need to have that stuff shipped here without it being on Auntie's books. I guess I'm going to have to make a trip to the claim and try and meet some of the right people. Maybe I can find them in the bottom runger. Why aren't these sad sacks using more? My vending machine profits from Adrena time ain't what they should be. My gut thinks whatever they're putting in the mix to try and keep people from going all scrappery is also making the effects last longer, and that's no good for my bottom line. Gotta put on some airs. The claim is sending some specialists to get these ingrates back to work. I can't give them no chance to figure out what's going on. If they kill my grifting, I'll never retire. My best bet is to play like an executive and make it seem like Auntie and I are as thick as borscht and baked beans. If I can intimidate them enough, they won't look at anything too closely. Well, that's not gonna work out.
More and more of Tau Ceti by the minute. If these folk burn this place to the ground, I ain't telling.
I'm gonna save before we start this conversation because we might have to go back to the bottom runger to get some more information for it, but we'll see. There's a safe. Wouldn't mind emptying that.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today.
Oh,
I assume
save
you
it.
are the disruption
Whoops.
ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool.
Something tells me you already looked like that before you were behind schedule. Who do I have to shoot in the face to get this place working again? I'm here now. Tell me what you know.
Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of
Oh,
fantasy
the
have
scandal.
no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau City,
What,
they would
really?
face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless,
Glad we brought her.
Here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to.
All right, how do we do
You're
that?
asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Auntie's behalf.
Invaluable.
As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear?
What's clear is that it was actual Auntie's Choice executives that sent me here.
Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary.
You brought it up.
unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon.
No, you
this
don't.
plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new.
Gross.
So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work.
How do I solve the striking
My
worker
workers
problem?
are
Why am I
striking
asking
people
her?
now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further
They
out
haven't
of
heard of
hand.
striking.
They've
I forgot.
appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dumps? Dumber.
Dumber.
Dumbly?
Dumbly.
Dunbar. It's Dunbar.
And what does this leader
I
want?
believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work.
So
That
you're
clear?
so you're offering them nothing. That makes my job exceedingly
Yes, well,
difficult.
I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. To us proud.
I almost just want to assassinate this lady. I'm gonna pick her pocket though. There's her safe key. I'm not sure we can really empty her safe with her standing right there. Let's find out. We're definitely detected. Ah! We'll pay the fine. We'll get a fine for that, but it was worth it just to take the money away from her. Well, we can go out front now, but before we do, steal a bunch of these expired products that they're relabeling and selling to people. I don't know what I want with expired merchandise, but it's salvage, it's scrap, it's something. Got a deluxe bowler helmet. And shitload of Purple Berry Crunch. Remember, it ain't no crunch if it don't got that munch. I guess. Sorry, don't know what I'm on about today. Ooh, lockers. Heavy hitter armor, cigarette lighter, 3 bits. Hi there. Where's Dunbar? You're not Dunbar, are you?
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going.
Where the hell is Dunbar? Not in this one? Factory worker. Dunbar, you down here? Where the hell you at, man? Should probably just check my log and try and get a marker again. I don't see any Dunbars out here. Yeah, that's selected. Where is it saying it's at? Oh, he's here somewhere. Dunbar, Dunbar. Which one of you is Dunbar? None of you is Dunbar. Well, hell. It'd be real hard to negotiate if your leader isn't here for negotiating with. Those are all factory workers. Maybe up here? Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of these assholes up here, too. I forgot. What up, Dunbar?
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business.
Trust me, you want my help. I belong to an organization that hates mega corporations. That's technically true. Your business is why I'm here. Auntie's Choice sent me to help settle your complaints. I'm going to go with the first one.
What in law's name are you doing here?
That's a very long story that we don't have time for. Just trust me, I'm on your side. Destabilizing injustice from the insides. Tell me what you need. We'll just go with the first one.
Well, that certainly is unexpected. And potentially wonderful. Assuming, of course, you can actually help us.
I should be more than capable of helping.
And
What are your
gonna
demands?
prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Sounds like Gray's the brains here. So your complaints are that you are being undervalued, unsupported, and mistreated?
Right. Exactly.
I don't know why you had to be
Conditions under
brilliant
which
to figure
Angie
that
extracts
out.
Our labor is unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts.
Damn.
Require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
You don't work here?
No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind who saw the plight of these poor folk and needed to help them make a fair and reasonable deal.
That sounds like bullshit.
Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what. Without him, we would still be toiling
under the yoke of oppressive undervaluation due to monstrous mismanagement.
Right, that.
And what's in it for you, Leo?
Me? Why, my only motivation is...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. We're here to talk about what it's going to take to make us get back to work, right?
Fair enough. For now, so talk. That's it. That's right.
shifts
What's it
need
going to
reduced
take?
to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second,
Sounds good.
if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us,
Sure.
most folk ain't, if you get my meaning.
That seems reasonable. I'll take it to the overseer and see what I can do.
I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get any of that done with our conversational skills. I feel like, as usual, this is going to go really badly. The lying flaw just makes so many of these conversations guaranteed failures. Unfortunately.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return?
I've heard the workers' demands and think that we can get them back to
what
work.
are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets? To be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays?
let's start with bathrooms getting
They
left
want to relieve
unlocked.
themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost
Don't
us?
you get to relieve yourself on company time?
What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans.
Oh, we have two different choices here. Do you actually believe they hold it all day long? If they have to go, they're going somewhere. Which is, yeah, a very good point to make to her. That might actually get through to her. You greatly overestimate the comfort and allure of that room as it is shared by dozens. Either of those things seem stark and honest enough to make an impact on her, but the one that affects the company is the one that we should probably go with.
Somewhere? That actually explains the odor in storage room 3.
There you go.
I never imagined they might be. I'll get the door unlocked immediately and cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want?
They want their shifts shortened. They are demanding 12-hour work days.
12 hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud.
Offering 16-hour days means extra rest, which massively increases productivity. Leadership 7. I mean, that seems like the only one we're going to get away with.
Well, it's true that data shows higher worker productivity on sleep than on stims. I never imagined restful production being more cost-effective than longer hours. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger
There you
bonuses
go,
for
champ.
me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want?
This is going to be the clincher because she's got that Adrena time grift going on the back end.
Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything.
Yeah.
Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity.
Sure.
Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy.
Okay, so we can say think of them as samples. We do have the medical to go with. If they're free, they'll take them way more often, which means way more work. Think of them as samples, let them enjoy more liberal usage, then renegotiate later. Or we can just blackmail her because we know she's got that grift going on. Any of these things seem like they could work out for us to get them the Adrena time. I don't want to blackmail if we don't have to, just because sometimes that dents our rep more than it helps us. So let's try this one.
And more work means more profit. More than enough to cover the cost of the stims. I see your angle now, and it certainly is a shrewd one. You are Auntie's material for sure.
We gotcha.
Is there more they ask?
That's everything. I'll take your responses to their leader and see what I can do.
Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
I'm on it. God, it's kind of a little ways up here, a little unnecessary.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations?
Let's discuss your working
That's as
hours.
fine
We'll
a
start
place
with
to
the
start
bad
as any.
news.
What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason?
I convinced her 16
That must have
hours.
been quite the negotiation. Oh, my people can't thank you enough. This will be huge for us. Free time to sleep, relax and all? Wonderful. What's next?
We got you the bathroom
Excellent.
access.
What progress have you made?
It was a struggle, but she's convinced they should be free to use it anytime.
Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development.
Relieving
How go the
yourself
other hurdles
jokes.
of the negotiation?
And we spoke about
She
the
willing to
Adrena
see
time.
reason?
Yeah, she's not too happy about it, but she is. I convinced her they should be free.
Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of this. I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in God's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
There it
It don't
is.
matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved.
No,
mightily.
what?
Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
I mean, good on you.
Turn, Commander. Luck. We'll be seeing more of these negotiations across Arcadia. Bosses will just have to live with it.
Sure hope so. I'm with y'all on this one. I will say this game, when compared to the first one, it does provide you with more resolutions that you can feel okay about. Even though things are still shitty, these people are getting 16-hour working days, and that's awful. What matters is that positive progress actually has been made, and there was never a feeling of positive progress in the first game. It was always the path of neutrality leads to future progress, but we don't get to see or experience any of it in our lifetimes. Very bleak.
Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have
Gotcha.
already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job, under my keen supervision, of course.
Okay, cool. Everybody's back to work. I guess we could have emptied her safe later and not gotten that ding. They cleared her out of the office for us. That's too damn bad. But we're gonna steal some drone armor while we're here. The safe's empty, we know that. Get this little thing. There it is. Kleptomania helped us out with that one. I don't think there are any doors that are now open. Yeah, except for the bathroom, which was sealed off. These poor people. And it is now open. And we can now take... Ooh, a pitchball card. Taylor Swope. Swope dog. We've got a lot of those cards now. They've been a huge, huge boon in combat and conversation because of how middle of the road a lot of the selections we've had to make have been. So I guess we didn't get anything for Inez there. We do we have a level select? No. Why do we have... Oh, we do. We have her level 10. Eating fruit or drink while she's in the party grants a small amount of inhaler charge in addition to normal healing. That's cool. Eating food or drink with her in the party is a chance to give you crude biomass for crafting. I'm going to go with the free inhaler charge. Inez improves the lethality of her companion ability. Depending on which graft she has, the effects of this perk are different. We have the Crabble graft, and it makes her first shot with the ability leave a pool of plasma that deals damage to enemies in the area. Or she improves the restorative abilities of her companion ability. For the Crabble graft, she now drops a canister of healing mist at her position when using her companion ability, healing friendlies that stand in the mist. I'm going to go with the damage dealing one because I don't want to always have to go to her position when I want to get the effectiveness of her companion ability. She heightens the potency of my biomass weaponry with 20% corrosion damage and 10% more stacks of vulnerable. That's really good. Or she crafts a custom primer for you. Equipping it into your inhaler and using it applies a buff for a long duration. While the buff is active, kills caused by the party heal you for a small amount. The primer has a very low toxicity usage. So that's a unique primer that we're not going to be able to come by any other way, that has an effect that would make it a natural third inhaler, not inhaler, infusion or primer for my inhaler. And finally, a reason to actually get a third primer slot. I'm going to go with that, as much as I really want that 20% corrosion damage that only applies when I'm doing corrosive damage. And this is an always on, every combat effect. Okay, while in the party, your inhaler heals for more and prevents the party from taking damage for a short period of time. That's a lot. 25% health, and we're undamageable for 3 seconds. Damn. And then we get 100% drug effect duration off of the other one. So that's an easy choice. Cool. Yeah, we're all set. And now we're headed back to the landing pad because we have nothing else to do here. Yeah? Yeah. Gotta zoom way in and avoid the quest marker. There we go. And yeah, I'm still queuing up Pokemon battles on my phone. Gotta catch them all. It's an everyday challenge. Or upstairs. To the cockpit. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Back to the undisputed claim? No. Oh, that's to turn in that one, but we still have... Let's see, finish assisting Laureate Craft before you may see Ruth. And the Laureate must speak to the Artificer Laureate before the Order will see you. Is that back there too? I think it actually is. Crash Course in Telemetry. And this needs to go to Cloister. Let's see where this one is real fast. We've got markings on Cloister and on the Undisputed Claim. So... we've got a lot to do on Cloister right now. And we weren't even really, I don't think we were totally done with the planet when I stopped, when I went to the Undisputed Claim. Let's see what's up. Huh. I'm going to actually keep Inez in the party because at this point her companion ability is far, far, far more valuable to me than Niles. So that's who I'm going to go with. Besides that, having 2 pistol users is a little underpowered in terms of what they can do in combat. Marisol and Niles are both pistol primaries. So I want to run with Inez and give her a chance to see how that does for the party. And we're going 226 meters straight that way, which is... that's the meeting with Ruth back at Laplace's. So barren. I don't know. Ice worlds are just so hard to do. It's so hard to make them interesting or compelling. I mean, they did a good job making it visually interesting, and it's barren enough. It has to be barren. It's an ice world. It's supposed to be, but that barrenness is very stark when compared to the opulence and gaudiness of so many of the other locales. So it's, I don't know. It is what it is. Can't we just go over here? We don't need to go take the elevator, do we? Hi there.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
You have a spy in Laplace's garden. Her name is Persephone Doyle.
The purveyor of convictions?
Yep.
Not possible. She's too public.
She asked me to collect a water sample from the treatment plant for Sub Rosa. Oh shit! Wait, did we just turn it? That might not be somebody we wanted to dime on, actually. No, we gotta load. That's okay. That quick save should be right here. I didn't realize who we were talking about there. That's actually somebody we want to help at some point, or at minimum try to help. So I don't wanna narc on her accidentally turning people in. That's happened once or twice before. Definitely once. We narked on some poor black market dealer and implicated them. Actually, we lied and implicated them in things they weren't even doing, or at least not to the people to the right people.
I look forward to the reclamation now.
We'll skip that.
How might we be of use?
Here's your info.
Yes, excellent. Take that, reductionists. Your horrid little surveillance devices shall
I love her
finally be used
earrings.
for what their purpose should have been. Don't
Those
tell
are cool.
anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet.
I think I've more than proven myself. Can I meet with the presiding bishop now?
I must admit I first had doubts, due to your association with a cultist. But yes, you've earned not only my trust, but the Order's as well.
I wish Ozza was with us for that.
Working with us. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best behavior.
I mean, I don't intend to harm anybody, but we sure do seem to walk into it a lot. Did we talk to the vicar?
There you are.
There you
I
are.
was informed by Gertie you've agreed to help us reconvene negotiations.
Yep.
With your aid, Auntie's Choice and the Order will soon be rivals no longer. Just think of all we can accomplish if our two sides reject fractiousness and combine our efforts. Remember,
Could be great,
seek
could
out
be
ways to help
horrifying.
both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I will let you know when it's time to move forward.
You can rely on me, Vicar.
I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
So I think, can I go ahead and talk to them now? Not sure if I want to enter this conversation yet. Might want to go do some side quests and shit first. Okay. It's quite the
Order has
entrance.
always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now, with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause.
You're doubting my loyalty? I'm not the one who helped DeVries blow up Horizon Point. That's a good way to start. Shake her a little bit. I'm not making any commitment till I know what those goals are. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have faith in the Order's vision for Arcadia. I don't know about that. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one.
As I told you in my message, a splinter group was responsible for recruiting your fellow agent and tasking her to perpetrate that heresy. The conviction of those radicals was such that they elected to perish from exposure to Cloister's wilderness to avoid fouling their predictions and my interference. Their interpretation of the data was at odds with mine. I forbade them taking
The
action.
one time we don't have
To no
Niles
avail,
with us.
obviously. I disavowed their actions then, as I do now.
Do I want to go get Niles? Oh, I kind of want to go get Niles. I don't normally like to save scum the conversations. This is probably the first time I've ever done it. Normally I just like ride with the results, but I would really like to have Niles with me for this. I wouldn't mind being level 30. We probably have some other things we can finish first before we, let's sort by cloister or by location. We still have this one to finish. I thought we actually did that. already, so let's go take a look at the map outside. I know it won't let me fast travel from inside this locale. So let's go outside. I still don't know what that sound is. I think it's supposed to be like the ice shifting all over the planet. It's like this choo 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 sound. It almost sounds like sonar as well, but I think it's supposed to be the ice shifting. There's a lot of great sound in this game. It's very layered, very well orchestrated. Everything is thematic, and none of it's excessive except for what's supposed to be excessive. They did a really good job with all the music. The voice actors are the best that Obsidian has ever had for any of their games. I don't mind saying that. That is comfortably by far the best voice acting they've ever had. It's genuinely, it makes even the more mundane conversations passable. You know, not necessarily enjoyable, so there's some mundanity to it, but it makes it bearable. Just to hear all the wonderful takes that the voice actors have done. So we've already cleared this place. How many meters away? Oh, we got to go under. That was right. We had to go around the back and loop down around that way. I remember this now. While I'm running, Raichu did his job. We won. Still auto-battling through the last rungs of the expert tier missions in Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Getting some hourglasses so I can get some boosters. Laugh if you will, but this is virtually the same Pokemon game that came out when I was a boy and played it originally. And it's a trip to be able to play it again decades later as a grown-up. It really is. And it's cool to see people of all ages interested in playing. It's not just a bunch of millennials like me waxing about the good old days. There's also a variety of people from older and younger groups on there, so it's a really cool all ages experience. It is a mobile game, so it's still, you know, it has that predatory. Oh shit! Not good. Not good. Those things hurt. There's another one. Reload. Reload. God, I hate those spider mines. The explosion hits far, far outside of what you see as the blast radius of it. It really does. There's a little more loot on there than I thought. I think I might want to... I'm going to switch my helmet back for now to the one that I had specifically chosen to go with this outfit, which was this one, yeah? Yeah. What was the... I really like this one. I just don't like the armor combo with it. Passive health regen based off of your ammo reserve. I don't want to get rid of that. I just need to change the body out at some point. A lot of loot here on all these order novices. They didn't take anything off of them. What do we got? Mines? It's all the way the hell over there. How far away do I need to be? Oh, is there a close one too? Oh, that one was hidden a lot better than they usually are. Couldn't see it at all. Nobody saw that. Good stuff. I really wish I had the talent that let me pick those up when I disarm them, because that would be such a great source of explosives and of revenue. But it would be a waste of a talent point. It really would. Got another mine somewhere nearby. I just want to loot this guy, and then I'll go over here. That pile is empty. Let's get over here. clear the barricade. We got somebody right over here in front of us. I don't have a melee equipped, so I can't sneak on him with that. And the weapon I have equipped isn't strong enough to one-shot him. But we're just going to have to do what we can. Oh, we got a good crit on the head. That's what happened. We dusted him. I didn't see that coming, but I'm glad it happened. And it dropped us into camo. I love that, but that ability takes like 2 or 3 minutes to recharge. So it gets wasted a lot, you know, when the encounters are paced like these, where there's a little bit of gaps in the pacing to provide opportunities to loot and do lore and whatnot. It means you end up wasting that ability a lot. If I had more sources of camouflage, which I have a couple of decent sources, but if I had more, it would be a lot better. I would have more uniform coverage. Got one in here, and they're faced the wrong way. Right way for us, wrong way for them. One outpost down, good stuff. We are taking everything. Ain't nobody else coming out here for this stuff. It all belongs to us now. Nothing. Oh, we got a corpse. Another one? Alright, back up. We checked that corpse. Yes, we did. We got 2 more camps. I will take all of the ammo you can give me. I will never say no to free bullets or shells or whatever, free rounds. Hello. Gotta turn off my flashlight if I want to be stealthy, eh? Boy, that thing has some crazy range. Oh, how can they even see us at that distance? I mean, I know they got startled by us popping that bot, but we are quite a ways away. I guess 23 meters isn't a tremendous range, but still. I have a corrosive on, so I can deal with the Dragoon. I probably won't be able to do it stealthily. That's the only problem. Got a lot of junk to take. Thank you for the junk. I would like to creep up and deal with the fleshy guy and then fight the Dragoon, because it should be the only thing left alive at that point. I might be able to or crit this on the weak spot on its back, and I might even be able to one-shot it. Oh, it was very close to a one-shot. The shot was off a little ways. We did it. Look at us. Actually making stealth work in this game. They did a great job with the level design too. The map layouts are very well thought out. It reminds me a lot of the campaign in Halo 2, Combat Evolved, how it kept you on the rails without making you feel like you were being kept on the rails. Halo 3, I think, was pretty close to replicating that feeling too. They did a really good job with that campaign. Regal Tarts. And we can get up top and then go over that side, which might be what we want to do. Looks like everybody is... That's the closest person to us, I think. So, yeah, we would like to start up there behind them. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, that one's facing the other direction, so we're good here. And we'll take this opportunity while we have it, just in case this guy patrols and moves. Shit, somebody saw us finally. Yeah, I care. Thanks. Good of you to inform us. That was another little helpful bit of, I forget what that type of dialogue is, that just is meant to sort of spur you in the direction, but not goad you into going to a specific place or perform a specific action. There's a term for it, a design term, game design term. I can't think of it offhand. Basically a carrot on a stick, though. If you're familiar with that particular metaphor. Or is it a metaphor? It's not a metaphor, it's a mechanism. It's a... Well, no, it is. It's metaphorical. It's not. What? It can be literal if you have a donkey and an actual carrot on an actual stick, but yeah. I just didn't want to mess with those. How did those spider mines get us from all the way over here? I'm really shocked they picked us up. That works a little better than the shotgun we were using. Oh, still it got too close. We have trauma kits to burn, so we're gonna... Oh no! I knew that was gonna happen. Good news is we should be clear. I'll take a burn of a couple trauma kits. I can craft a buttload of those things right now. I've been doing good on keeping up with the purchasing materials for those since I can't actually salvage them. I mean, I can pick up the stuff off the ground, but I can't salvage them from the parts from components or... how did that not go off? Is it even armed? Shocked that thing didn't explode. That one sure did. I wanted to try and finish looting the corpse before it did, in case it blew up on the corpse and maybe took the loot with it. Okay, and this dips back out to the rest of the map where we have actually been. So once we leave, we're through with this area. I want to make sure we're not missing anything. There's this little snowfall over here that we didn't have an opportunity to look too closely at. And it's just got some scrap metal. Check as far up as it will let us. Nothing up here, it seems. Just an opportunity to climb the mountains a little bit. Let's not fall to our deaths. How about that? I would like to go up here, please. It says no, and almost throws me to my death. How about up here? And we can go into the mountain a little ways. Just enough to come over the backside of the... Oh, almost fell. Got anything in this alcove? No, there's no reason to be up here, I don't think. I could run a long ways along that cliff face and not find anything. It's a long road. So we're just gonna assume there's nothing of tremendous value there. And we have to return to who? Associate Field Manager Huguenard. Huguenard? Is that another testes joke? I mean, a lot of testicle jokes, I feel like. A lot of poop jokes and testicle jokes. I thought we were done here. No, this is Winter's Grasp. This is not Laplas's.
Any news from the field? Any further progress?
Yeah, as usual, we did your job for you. And why everybody always needs me to do their jobs for them, but they sure as heck do out here. Sorry, tapping things on my phone. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tappity, tap, tap, tap. It's done. Auntie's territory now extends from here to below the bridge.
Well, excellent. Good show. I'll rest a bit easier tonight. Not as blissfully oblivious to our struggles as others here, mind you, but better. Anyhow, here's your reward. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hopefully we're getting some money. Hey, what? Oh, we hit 30. We got our bits, finally. Oh. And we'll no longer have Val stealing 65% of everything we make. Decryption key, bit cartridges. Good stuff. Okay, lockpick going up. No, actually, not engineering. Remove that one. Revert, thank you. Explosives and hacking. We'll take those. And then we were working through our weapon, ranged weapon perks. We have 2 perk points. The pistols and SMGs was one we were considering doing. Gunrunner is absolutely not. And then I was considering trick shot. Weak spot kills ricochet, dealing damage to a second nearby target. No, I wasn't considering that. But we are going to do Serendipitous Slayer, because we've been waiting to do that one. All those gun perks until later in the game, and now we've got all of them done. And then we wanted to do restricted access. I'm tired of not being able to see what the restricted inventory on the vending machines could be, and I now actually have the money for it to matter. We'll do both of those. The companions get their final abilities. Inez's ability applies her drug buff to the whole party. It's a rate of fire buff, weapon reload speed, and a weapon spread decrease. That's a good one. Or her ability heals 400 health over 10 seconds, clears toxicity and crash. Also causes the party to automatically generate health for a long duration. Done. Her healing ability just got extremely clutch there. Marisol throws a gadget that emits energy to all allies in a radius. While within the radius, that party's weapons are electrified. That sounds like it would be a pain to manage. Marisol occasionally throws a gadget near you that confuses all enemies in an area around it. While confused, enemies wander aimlessly. I mean, that would keep the meleeers off of us. It's still, they're kind of both part-time abilities. One of them, again, relies on me to be able to change my positioning to wherever the companion decides to place the ability. And I just don't really, I don't like those abilities. They're antithetical to survival on this difficulty level. Just can't do it. Can't justify it. So that's what we'll go with. Back to the journal. An equitable arrangement. So now we need to speak to Ruth and Auntie. Inform the execs of our success. We got to do that. And we got to talk to the presiding bishop, which we were going to bring Niles with us for, which is why we backed off, and we were going to come back to that. Forbidden Secrets is that's back on the Undisputed, and that is here. That is at Laplace's again. That was where I was supposed to be doing the water. And then we're on Cloister, yeah. So then we can do Most Extraordinary Specimen next. So for now, though, it's back to Laplace's. And while the load screen's going, I have to re-queue on my mobile. Push us to the next load screen here. A little weird to have a load screen, you know, a fast travel to this area, but then have another load screen immediately after. Kind of an odd choice to not just fast travel you to the inside of the facility if you're choosing that designation, because then you would only need to access the door if you wanted to leave and go somewhere nearby, which makes a little bit more sense to me personally. What do I know? I only test and consult on game design. I don't actually make my own yet. I've been working on that. Not anything really worth talking about yet. Nothing worth bragging about. Just fooling around at this point. But, you know, it's there. We do not have the key card for water reconditioning. Is there anybody standing here to see us steal these springs? There is not. Let's find a back way in. Looks like we'll have something over the top here. Oh, yeah, we've been in here. Oh, wait, water reconditioning is off of this building? Okay, can I get in there from the inside of this building anywhere? I believe that probably is the door to water conditioning, surrounded by those two suppressors guarding it. There's nothing in here. Do I see any vents? No vents. And in here was somebody that we had we've already dealt with. Nothing in there. How do I get in there if I can't pick the lock? Hello. This might get us there. Is this back outside? Oh, it just takes us over the top of the outdoor garden. No, I don't want to fall off of there. Hang on. I want to try and get up here. Well, I don't know what good this will do us. Can I get on top of this tree? Oh, no. I didn't see anything else up there. I didn't see any other ulterior entrances. It's just this one. What do we need to get in there again? The key card. Where would we get the key card? Lockpick 11. We're not close to 11. If we do get to 11, it'll be at least half a dozen levels from now.
After the overcrowding at Matriarch's Mercy.
What's up with this?
Plenty of room for refugees
Lockpick 11.
If only the Order administrants got their act together.
Take a look around inside here and see if there's any vents or doors or nothing. Whole mess of nothing. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. It's hard to believe that there would only be one way in, but it seems like there sure is. Maybe let me make that my main quest. Oh no, it is my main quest. And yeah, that's just giving me that. Oh, Laureate Beckett is over here to my left. Oh, yeah, I had a marker there and didn't even notice it. Oh, this fool. I talked to them. I figured they were part of a greater conversation of some kind. And now we know. So I don't assume that I can't just pick his pocket and take this thing, can I? I feel like we're kind of hidden from everybody, but I also feel like this is a really dangerous place to pickpocket. We got it, though. We got the card. Let's go. So back to water reconditioning and inside. This deck does not want to run today. What's wrong with you, primate deck? Why can't you do your job? Whoa. Turn off the light. I think that's what gets us seen through walls a lot of the time. That person is seeing us from way down there. Guess we should have been crouched from the moment we opened the door. Good to know. And while we're in here taking a sample of the tainted water for our friends, we're going to steal everything that ain't bolted down. But we're also going to have a conversation with them because it sounds like they signed up for this testing. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to be busting, you know? There's some lab eyewear. We don't have the sample or the tracer. I don't know what good that's going to do us. I think we can stand up in here. Let's check the computer. I'm sure it'll give us flocculation system. Please select from the following options. Collect sample for testing or return to root. Yeah, we'll get the sample. Please input the passcode. Input passcode. We had it. Raw perspective has been collected. Please remove your sample from the distribution tube now. And updated treatment schedule. That's interesting information, but not necessarily useful. And then here we can bypass login credentials. I don't know why that logs us out. Scarcity concerns. Under the decreased regimen, subjects are experiencing more frequent breakthrough symptoms: anxiety, restlessness, impulsivity, trouble concentrating. Entire study at risk if more clarifying agent cannot be acquired. Recommend cycling more subjects out of the experiment and returning to optimal treatment schedule. Miscellaneous ponderances. Presence of Order leadership continues to confound. Distributing untreated water to Belvedere Hall remains a logistical headache. Constant worry about cross-contamination occurring, despite best practices. Nightmare scenario. Raised concerns with Laureate Beckett. No progress. Unable to acquire audience with presiding bishop. Illness? Question marks. Return to route. Nothing else for us. Cool, we can get the sample now. Oh no. Your curiosity often gets the best of you. When hacking into terminals or other pieces of tech, you'll often waste bypass shunts to learn an extra thing or two. Effects. Plus 1 bypass shunt required to hack, and plus 100% experience from hacking. Cool. That's an okay flaw. I'm alright with that. I'll take that one. I mean, I have to take them all. I don't have a choice. But, I mean, I am accepting of that one, I guess. We got the sample, but I wanted to... We can't use it without the liquid tracer, too. So I imagine they're going to have us put a tracer in the sample and take it back. But let's go find out. You didn't see nothing. I think we just blew past a guard, but I'm not sure. Hello, Doyle.
I hope you have good news for me.
Yeah, here's the
I
sample.
knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised.
What's next for you?
Aw, wondering if you'll ever see me again? Precious. I'll remain in the garden a little while longer, but it would be best if we limited contact with one another. No offense.
None
But
taken.
who knows? The plan mystifies even the greatest minds. Perhaps our paths will intersect again someday.
Perhaps. You still running a shop?
Isn't my favorite collaborator, and I'd like to offload some of this merchandise.
It's just down to the dregs now. She doesn't have anything left to sell. We cleaned her out. All the best stuff. Cool, so we knocked that out. And we can get back on our companion quest. One of my dogs is just being a pill right now. He is itchy and he wants me to scratch him. And he is just smashing around into my legs. He's barreling into his brother, who is just trying to sleep. Just to stir him up to get me to do something for him. He is kind of a jerk. What did we end up with on that? Zapper. Sleepy time. Sneak attacks with this weapon harmlessly shock the target, automatically paralyzing them. Feel free to believe anyone knocked out by this weapon is just unconscious. That sounds like the stealth weapon that we have been dreaming of. And for once with the melee weapons, it's one that shouldn't require any specialty mods to mod. A lot of the exotic melee weapons have very specific mods that can be put on them and nothing else. Or rather, they already have mods on them. And the choices that are left to you will be very specific, like add-ons only or optics only. More minor customization, really. I gotta change this armor at some point. Not because it looks so goofy with the helmet, but because the effects no longer line up. What did this wind up being? Ignores a hit every 10 seconds. As long as you haven't taken damage in the last 10 seconds, your gadget energy recharge rate is increased significantly. And 3% of incoming damage is automatically converted into energy. I mean, that all sounds great. I'm going to throw that on and mod it. Hey, we look slightly less ridiculous, more ridiculous, but at least more matchingly ridiculous now. And we're not going to bother with any of the rest of this stuff. I mean, there's some decent pieces in here, but we definitely got the best one equipped. We don't have Niles with us, so we can't do any on-the-fly crafting. Where am I going? All the way the hell out there. All right, well, we finally have an excuse to see what's out there, I guess. So we'll head to the Excogitation Chapel and then move out from there. We never found out what this is. So let's start with, what are you? And is there anything behind you? And then we'll move out from there. Ben, stop scratching, Bubba. That's why you have a donut on you to begin with. That is why you were wearing a donut, sweet boy. No, I am not going to scratch you. No, I'm sorry. You scratched yourself bald and now you have to wear a donut. Oh boy. Straight through? What's the deal here? No, we're going around. So we're trying to figure out, oh, we're trying to figure out what the hell that is? No, we can't get up there. There's no reason to bother with that. We might be able to get back into this area here, so we'll start here and see if we can work our way in. We'll start from Spireton instead. Which, by the way, we cleared, but we didn't do anything with. Somebody still needs to claim that place. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's anything built in that we can do to progress it at this time. This looks like it's going to be a dead end as well. Looks like it's going to be all mountain. That is just a back way into that area there. We'll go around the front and see if there's anything to do under this place. I want to say, I don't think there's anything up there. I think that's just decoration. Oh, no. We've been up there. It's across the bridge. Sure. Landmines. It's best to just get in the air and get fast. You can get away from their timers. So there's not going to be anything to see down there either. That's fine by me. We'll remove the markers and head back to the chapel and try and find our way around from there. Yeah, this is right. So this is all unexplored territory. I'm gonna keep compact rifle, SMG equipped, compact rounds. We've got almost 1,000 of those right now, and that'll feed our ammo-based buff pretty nicely. I don't know if it's based off of our total ammo across all of our weapon platforms or just the one we have equipped, but for now we have plenty of bullets to waste with the SMG. A little bit of the usual loot, Manasar parts, Auntie's Choice corpses. What up, hireling? Oh, those are, he's...
We'll name a vodka flavor after you.
Good stuff. Knock yourself out. As long as I get a cut, I ain't mad. Cool. Oh.
Welcome to Auntie's Choice. We look forward to your inevitable acquisition and/or merger.
Cool.
Welcome, Big Spender.
Hey, Big Spender.
Those protectorate scum squeezed us good this time.
Is anybody actually a vendor in here? What up, Ash?
Huguenot contracted to deal with our protectorate dilemma.
Yep.
I'd rather have had the credit for delegating that work. But regardless, Auntie's owes you a thank you.
Sure, no problem. What's this say? Major's personal log, entry 16. If I have a failing in this life, it is a poor sense for when taking a promotion is actually a step backwards for my career. I'm not sure any of this really matters much to me. And I can't scroll. It looks like there's... Oh, no, there's not. Truth be told, I'll only look... yeah. Just a little deep lore on one of the people we'll be interacting with out here. I didn't see anybody. Oh, we can pick this. So once we don't have to steal the key card and come back. That's nice. That's a nice change for us. Not that I mind picking pockets. Who are you? Okay, I don't want to steal anything. Go on. Go out there. Let him out. Please. Let me come over here. Nothing up there. Nobody's looking. Let's go. Loot, 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 loot. Loot. I really expected there to be a vendor at this camp as well. There always is at Auntie's camps.
Here I have you to thank for my transfer going through from Winter's Grasp.
No sweat.
Wouldn't have happened if you hadn't reconnected our territory. Anyhow, I'm grateful. Not in a free goods and services way, mind you.
Damn it.
But in a fondly appreciative manner. What do you need?
Do what you can.
Yep.
What you got for
Auntie's
sale?
choice heals all else. Not
No, I get it. I get it. I've heard the spiel before. Thank you. We'll just take the nicotine. I think that's all we probably need. Can we use the auto? We sure can. Didn't really need to, but we'll probably never actually see it again. Ah! Who fuck? What? How? Son of a bitch. How did anybody see that? Not enough reputation to save scum over, but still, goodness, why? I don't want to walk over here and accidentally steal anything trying to talk to those people, and it didn't look like there was anybody worth talking to anyway. I think we just need to get through here without getting arrested. We will go inside and see if there's anything to take, though. Klepto is just working. Hi. Whoa. Oh, for some reason, I did not see them standing there. Hello. Am I in your way? Pardon me. Let me just go over. He looking? He's not. Ooh. We've got Impact Guard and Mass Distributor. Oh, and I think we'll learn to craft them from buying them. Which I wanted Mass Distributor for a while. And that's 25% damage resistant, but only versus physical damage. Sell junk. Oh, we have so much money to work with finally. 202,000 bits. What are we going to do with it all? Excuse me. Where are we headed? This place is huge and seems largely empty, but I don't want to leave too much of the map unexplored. I'm going to cut back across this path here if I can. Should be this way, yeah? Yeah, and I want to run out this connection just to make sure there's nothing to see or loot here. Investigate this crater. Have a look around. Nothing in the crater of significance. That's interesting. Just a bombardment crater. And this connects into part of the map that we've already explored. We've been all over the place in that area. Nothing up here. Try and avoid the landmines. And yeah, that's connected. So we can cut back. We're going to cut back on this path over here. Yeah. Right? No, wrong. That'll take us back into the part of... Hey, I meant to hit jump there and use the boots to break my fall, but I guess I was going a little too fast. Now we're back on the path, so to speak, or lack of a path. Looking for scrap. There's some. Oh, just pick it up. Don't see a lot more, and I don't see anything really important sticking out. They did a good job. It's a pretty map, but it's just barren, and it's supposed to be, but there's only so much you can do with that. What we got here? Another vignette. We got a dead ursapod, some dead aunties. Nobody made it out of that fight alive. And we got some sprats we can punch. Oh. Was that another one in the snow underneath me? I could barely see it. Big empty space. We got some ursapods now. Don't know how many it'll let me get away with sneaking, but we're gonna find out. Auntie's Choice got ate up here too. They're not very good at dealing with the local wildlife, considering how often they use it as a tool of war. They sure do seem to get eaten alive by their own a lot. Somebody finally caught wind. They did not like that we killed their friend. Got some bits. Ursapod brain. Oh, there was another ursapod brain. They feasted on Auntie's Choice over here. That is embarrassing. This is supposed to be y'all's job. Who are you? It's acting like I don't have eyes on them, but I do. They kind of had eyes on me. Their friend over there definitely can see a piece of me. God, this thing is just, it's a sniper rifle masquerading as a shotgun. What a broken gun. I mean, we paid in a lot in our perks to be able to get it to do this much damage. It doesn't just do this on its own.
Gotta be close.
Buckshot Bill, the named NPC, down like a chump. That was easy, Buckshot Bill. Not sure that you deserve to be a named NPC. We'll never know. Because we dusted them. Nope. Somebody up there. Right there. I don't trust that range. The shotgun, it can, I guess we'll find out. Let's find out if it can do somebody in from that distance. We can just barely see the tip of his head here. We'll get closer. We've got the card so we can go in. There we are. See? It's also I was moving. I didn't really give the gun a good chance to acquit itself on that one. I'm invisible right now. And of course my invisibility wore off right as I was running up. Oh shit. I missed one down there? You're kidding. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Gonna let it show. I'm Come in. Oh, he's way the hell over there. I thought he was closer. Over there on the stairs. How did we miss you? You gonna run all the way over here? God, that gun is so redonk. Be using this thing for the rest of the game. I need to buy shotgun shells next time I'm at a vending machine. I got plenty of money and I can stack up on them now. That'll help my damage output even more. That's some shellacked armor. That's not useful to us. Just because, I mean, we've got great kit right now. Great kit. I don't think there's anything tucked back here. See what's going on inside. Okay, so it's another one of those, oh, what do they call them? Solacum, something solitary. Or derived from the word solitary. Or solitude, more likely. Lots of good stuff. I mean, you know, cheap stuff, but it's all stuff I need. Still don't have hack 11 for these. There's another Sojourner's log. And a vest.
I'm trapped. Messages to the order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out.
Oof.
A lot of blood. Last now. Spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die, and not all the final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Hirsapod food.
Jesus. That was bleak.
Maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
Oh, wrong gadget. Oh, that's just the hack 11, I'm sure that we... What the hell? What is up there? Hang on a sec. Ooh, leaded anti-materialism suit. Cool. Periscope 2.0 and an assault rifle. And yeah, we got another one of these variable resistor monitors, but again, we can't do anything without 11. This time science. That leaves us with this area and the connecting area. Let's run down over here and see what we got. As huge as this vista is, the pathways are fairly narrow. There's not actually a lot of room to move around between one and the next. You just go straight in one direction for a while, and once you're there, you turn around and come back. This part of it's actually pretty open. This area out to my left over here, but good luck to us finding anything there. We're just inside a giant booster rocket, I think. Hard to say. Looks like a booster to me from the from the inside. Oh, hi. Okay, we don't have the safe combination, and we don't have the earring that opens the safe. So we know what we're looking for. Wouldn't you would assume it would be somewhere near the crash here, along with the owner of the safe.
Hard to fathom a lab in those caves.
See some more wreckage over there. That might be wreckage. It might not be. I don't think it really wants me to go up here. Get up on top of this thing. Nah. No reason. Some more scrappers. One of them might have the earring. Now that we're here, we might as well take it off of them. See how much work we can get done with the shotgun. It's like, there's nothing inside there. Here we go. I think that was the last one of them. Plenty more ferrochromium. Yeah, I definitely want to run all the way to the end. Oh, we got stuff out on the ice floe out there too. Okay, hang on, let me loot this corpse before I go out there. No, yeah. That was just a random earring. I don't think that was the specific earring we're looking for. I think that was just loot. Junk loot. Got a lot of Ursos out there. I definitely want to go check it out. I'm going to go back up here. I see a corpse in the distance. Another dismembered body propped up against something. Scout Hurst. Our seers have determined that there is an almost 0% chance of you being killed by Protectorate machinery, weapons, soldiers, or other sources. The same also applies to Auntie's Choice. We strongly recommend you use this most fortuitous day to range far and wide while gathering intel. And it didn't say anything about the native wildlife, and that is clearly what killed that dude. Or that person, I should say. No arms. Guessing we'll find their arms with the bears out here. Didn't look like there was much out on the edge of this to go bother looting or anything, really. Get low. What the hell happened to that corpse? It went a little crazy. Good work. Go team. Frost disperser, short rounds, cloth. Oh, no way. Ursopod. Oh, we can either have Inez calm them or just give them some boneless, skinless sprat. We'll do Inez. Inez scoops up and cradles the cub, calming it immediately. You're unsure whether Inez's medical skills, soft cooing, or animal grasp were responsible for the juvenile ursopod's sudden change in demeanor. In any case, the cub scurries off towards the incognito the moment she sets it down. We got a new pet! That's exciting. I like the pets, they're cute. I wish they roamed around the ship a bunch. They tend to just, or not tend to, they do just stay in one confined area in the cargo hold. But it'd be cool if they wandered around a little bit. Got into some shipboard shenanigans, maybe. I'm just looking down at the time, seeing how long I've got left on the stream, and I'm actually down to about 15 minutes for my usual stream time today. And I did want to point out that I am not going to be on tomorrow. We're doing our family's Thanksgiving dinner on Saturday because a bunch of us were sick. Couldn't do it last week. So we're going to do it this weekend. And tomorrow I'm going to spend the day cooking, well, making a bunch of candy and stuff for the family Thanksgiving. So I will not be on tomorrow, but I'll be back Monday. I don't see any other loot or anything, and I know we're headed out this way in terms of our exploration. I didn't see anything that was going to get us into that safe. We picked up that one pair of earrings, but I don't think that was anything. But we're right here, so we'll check. Oh, we do have the earrings now, but we need the ex-convict background also. Gotcha. You gotta wonder if a safe exists that can't be cracked without the code. Why aren't all the rich people using it? We definitely want to go on that ice floe eventually, but I'd also like to close off our loop on this side of the map so that we can turn back inside and do more exploring that way. I'm going to explore this wreckage, and we're looking for just more scrap, probably. Anything of any kind of resale value or crafting value. We got a log here. A waste of good gray matter. 16 years. That's how long it took to become a doctor in the service of our chilly patients. Blah, blah, blah. It's just somebody's journal. A little more flavor, a little more deep lore. Person will never meet, a little bit of their story. Looks like those two were the only survivor of a fight out here, but only survivors of a fight out here. They didn't survive their comrade very long. This corner is empty. Yeah, now we're headed back down, and so that we'll have just the center of the map to come back in and explore. Barely saw that corpse in time. Nothing up there to do. Got an Ursa we can sneak up on, though. We're right over the top of them. I think the rest of them are in the cave. Yeah. Y'all just get eaten so much. Quit going out into the wilderness and getting eaten alive by things. What are you people doing? We'll explore the rest out that way when we finish the map. Got a decryption key on that guy. That was good. Here we go. They didn't like that. We're just gonna go with the heavy. I think one of my crew shot me in the back and I took damage there. They'll never admit to it though. They got domed in the back by a teammate. Sorry, by a companion. It's not even a living person. A lot of cool little junk. None of this is really gonna... I doubt we'll find anything in here more important than the decryption key we already found. So, more lore, more loot, a little literal lore cave. Little literal lore cave. Not gonna try and say that 5 times fast. Hello? Little literal lore cave. 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 We did it. It wasn't fast, but it was 5 times. Count it. Scoreboard! Didn't everybody hate that guy? Don't be that guy. Cool. We explored that, so now we can just cut back up the middle and clean the map out from the inside out now. I don't think we'll have much else to see or do here, but we're gonna look. Make sure we're doing this right. Kinda. I want to get more over in this direction. Did we check that cave? I don't feel like we checked that cave. I hate going this far away from my intended search area, but I feel like we missed some of this. What's here? I take the enemies are gonna wait to spring up until we've like gone up in here. No, we already did this for sure. Yeah. What is with the enemy flag? Huh. And now things are exploding over here for some reason. I think the scrappers might have blown themselves up by accident. Holy shit. Nope, they're in a fight. That's an easy one for us. Surprise! Really? They didn't both die? Give me a break. He had a sliver left. I think there might still be... Are we still in combat? No. We're good. Oh, there was 3 of them there. That's why I didn't get all of them. Too many bodies to absorb all the explosion. Oh, that makes sense. Do 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 a do 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 a do 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 do. What are you? Need explosives 11 to do anything with it, so it doesn't matter. That's not something we're gonna have for a good while, if at all. I'm not sure what the level cap is. Are we already capped? Is 30 it? Yep, that's it. We're done leveling. We've got all the perks we're gonna get, and the only thing that we can do now is stack more flaws. That could get out of hand. I think we got most of the perks that we really, really wanted. I could use another 5 levels maybe to finish rounding them out. That's okay. I suppose it would be like 6 levels because you get a perk point every other level. Or not every other level. How often was it? I've already forgotten. And I was getting 2 perk points every time. Or maybe not every time, but some of the time. God, I can't remember. I just stopped leveling up and I've already forgotten completely how the process worked. How does that work? What's up, computer? Let's hack in. Oh, lordy. Flight logs. That's a lot of missing cartridges. Flight to Dorado went smoothly, though I find a number of our nav keys within the system to be somewhat wanting. By the time the astrogator finished the deceleration course it had calculated, we had damn near parked beneath the waves of the moon's largest Zeranium ocean. An extra few minutes of burn from the main thruster, and the gathering my horde would have been gathering liquid ore from Dorado's molten core. I filed a formal complaint with the Astrogation Authority, but was told that since we had suffered no measurable economic malfeasance, they would only take action if someone in my direct organization had access to a politician capable of censoring the authority's directorship. Or, in other words, I am not connected enough to keep them from telling me to get bent. Cool. This is just more deep lore. Missing shipments, murderous employees, strain the bottom lines. But our next run is to ship munitions to Cloister, but after that I may see if it's within my contractual rights to refuse volatile cargo. If an incoming torpedo were to strike the hull during atmospheric entry, I can only imagine how many pieces they'd find scattered amongst the snow, and we did. External sensors detect multiple incoming objects. External sensors detect multiple impacts with hull. Hull sensors indicate hull integrity at 14.5%. Yeah. Woof. Whole crew dead. That's everything to see on that. Well, we didn't find the code. Still, to that safe. That's definitely a priority. Nothing I hate more than missing out on a good safe. But I just don't see anything of any use in that regard. We've still got more to explore. We haven't seen everything yet. Yeah, we've still got a gap here, and then we'll cut back over to here. And then we also still have this smidge here to check out. So you know what I might do? I'm going to fast travel to the chapel and then work my way back across, and we'll finish coring out the map here. I think we've got time for that. What time is it? We might not even have time for that. You know, it's getting late enough, and we did just fast travel here. I think we're at a good place to stop for the day. Sorry, my voice is wearing on me a little bit this week. I know I got a little quiet there towards the end of the stream today, but we kept talking through it. So I'm going to save here, and this is where I am going to sign off for today. It's been a great week with you, as always, on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you. I hope everybody has a good weekend. I'm going to enjoy my 3-day weekend with my family, and I will be back with you on Monday. And I'll try and progress some more of the dull stuff, the off-camera work, as I like to call it, on the Outer Worlds this weekend in my spare time. But in the meantime, as always, be good to yourselves and each other. I am Jankrat84 signing off.